President Biden had a few more recent speeches where he just fires off at MAGA Republicans and their unwillingness to legislate in a meaningful capacity and do what's best for the American people, rather wanting to play politics and do what will further their career and hide behind lies in order to further that selfish agenda. And you've just got to love seeing when Biden's had enough and decides to call it out directly.
In fact, your Senator, Ted Budd, called the infrastructure law, he called it the law fatally flawed. Then he went on to say, and I'm quoting, a liberal Trojan horse for a socialist agenda, end of quote. I don't know about you, but I don't think ensuring kids can drink clean water to avoid brain damage is a socialist agenda.
And as we've covered time and time again, the exact same senators will try to then take credit for the funding when it does come to their neighborhood and their constituency. The reason they label these things socialist is because Biden has measured for green energy infrastructure. I know, so scary, right? Addressing climate change rather than him just putting a coal miner in charge, which is what Republicans would want. And, you know, to them, climate change is socialism because socialism is just a catch-all phrase for things they don't like. Take it from a socialist, Biden is far from doing any bit of socialism, and I wish to God that he would.
You may recall that my predecessor promised Infrastructure Week every single week for 4 years. He didn't build a damn thing. Nothing. No, I'm serious. His administration rolled back wetland protections, making it easier to pollute our water supply. They gave mining companies wide leeway to contaminate our groundwater. They slashed the Environmental Protection Agency budget, eliminated important programs that guaranteed clean water. At the same time, he and his mega allies in Congress were happy to give the very super rich a $2 trillion tax cut in his administration.
Week after week, it was promise after promise, and really it was lack of ability to legislate from Donald Trump. He wasn't able to work bipartisanly to get things done at first, and once he even had the House and the Senate in 2017, I think, 2018, he was still only ever able to get the tax cuts passed. His Republican allies gave up on infrastructure. They gave up on the wall. They gave up on replacing Obamacare. They gave up on everything, it seems like. They said, oh, we only have a limited amount of time and control. Well, if we can only get one thing done, let's make sure it's the thing that benefits our donors so they still want to benefit us for or donate to us for a few more years.
After winning the popular vote, he accepted the outcome of a disputed presidential election for the sake of unity and trust in our institutions. That, to me, was amazing what you did, Al. I won't go into that, but... And Al's continued to serve by leading a global movement to fight climate crisis, earning him the Nobel Prize.
I wanted to add this one in because the closer we get to this election, the more you hear MAGA throwing around this lie to try to qualify what Trump did. That, oh, the Democrats have done the same thing. Look at Hillary, look at Al Gore, which no, they didn't. On top of winning the popular vote, Florida decided Bush and Gore's election and was decided by less than 1,000 votes. Al Gore appealed it to the courts. They deemed he had enough evidence to make it to the court, but it turned out that he lost. Once they looked at all the evidence, they reviewed, recounted, did all whatever the procedure was, it turned out, hey, you lost, and he instantly conceded. That was it. Trump brought over 60 cases to courts, most of them thrown out on evidentiary grounds. Not one said, hey, yeah, some gave more votes to Biden. Not one gave the amount of votes to Trump that would have deemed him the winner of the election. So now he just says the courts are rigged and everyone's against me, and he still says he won. So it's hardly comparable. Hillary literally conceded the next day. Sure, she complained and made distasteful comments. She's a sore loser. Her and Trump have that in common. They're both narcissists, but she did nothing in comparison to Trump. There's hardly any precedence for the man with 88 charges and is liable for sexual assault running for president again after whining about widespread fraud when he lost last time and trying to overthrow democracy himself in the progress and making up a conspiracy theory to justify all his action. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations to get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together. Peace.